In this video, you are going to discover why cold video outreach is a powerful sales tool, what you should say when you do your outreach, and what tool you should use to grab the attention of your prospect. This is going to be a very powerful training for you, and I'm so excited to share it with you. One of the reasons that I want to really dig into cold outreach is because if you've been creating content in the social space, more than likely you're running up against what a lot of content creators are running up against. It's grabbing attention, right? It's the ability to really connect with your ideal person. Because you're competing with all the stuff out there today. So it's one of the reasons, just one of the reasons. I'm going to give you a few more. One, it's absolutely necessary, I think, today for you to understand that you need to not only be seen from a visibility perspective, but the dynamics of social media have shifted, whether you know this or not. But it is so much more important today to let your person know that you see them, and personalize your marketing to that person. So video is one of those ways that you can do that. You can do your outreach. You can connect with your person and let them know you see them by simply using their name. So we're going to talk about that. Attention grabbing, absolutely. From a video is known to be an attention grabbing component or a resource, tool, if you will. And was one of those things that I think we just need to embrace and understand that video is not going away. It's effective, and we should be using it with more intention. And from an attention grabbing perspective with this specific strategy, the thing that you need to understand is that when it comes to attention grabbing, you have that person's undivided attention in that moment. So for example, if you're in social, you're posting on social media, you are competing with a lot of other messages in any given moment. But if you are doing outreach and it lands in their email inbox or on LinkedIn or potentially on Facebook or wherever you're going to do your outreach, you have their one-on-one attention in that moment. They're consuming your content and they're not being diverted necessarily by other competing messages. And the reality is they work, baby. Doing cold outreach sounds scary, but I want to really talk about this real quick. In the light of maybe something that makes sense. I think lots of times when we hear cold outreach, we're like, yeah, whoa, Nelly, don't want to do that. But cold outreach doesn't have to be scary. If you look at it through the lens of how you show up and how you serve, how you are meant to help people, you have an expertise that is designed for somebody else that needs you, right? So essentially, when you are not stepping into making that offer to help someone, you are just hiding that expertise. It's like if you go to the grocery store, you're on your way out, you see somebody struggling to get their groceries in the car. Like maybe it's a mom that's got 3 or 4 kids, and the kids are running around. She's trying to get her kids corralled. She's struggling to get her groceries in. Do you walk on by, or do you stop and help? And sometimes it's just as simple as, holding the cart while she so it doesn't run away. The point is, will she say, hey, get away from me, I don't need your help? More than likely, no. More than likely, she's going to say, thank you so much for your help. So if you have a way to help someone, why are you not offering it? Like, right? That just totally makes sense. But yet so often we think, well, people don't know me, therefore they're not going to listen to me. So let's talk about what that is. So what is cold outreach? It's literally just that. It means that the person that you're doing outreach to doesn't know you from a bar of soap. So I don't even know where that analogy came from. But the point is that they are not on your email list. They're not following your blog. They are not following you on social media. They do not know you. Okay, that's a very important distinction. There's somebody that doesn't necessarily know who you are, but they are your perfect person. They are your avatar. They are someone that needs the solution that you offer. Okay, that's important to note. And we'll talk a little bit more about that in a minute. If you don't know who your person is, sometimes I think that's a struggle. But let's talk about why this is so powerful. When it comes to personalized video outreach, cold outreach, people are 75% more likely to watch a video than read text. So when it comes to doing cold outreach, do you send just a straight up like a straight up text-based message, just an email? Do you think that's going to be more effective versus a sales video or a video that's designed to create an outcome? And the reality is the stats tell us that, guess what? 75% of people are more likely to watch a video than read an email, just a straight up text-based email. So that tells us a lot right there. It means that, we need to be sending video versus an email if we're going to do cold outreach. Second, and this is based on HubSpot's findings, using the word video in an email subject line can increase the open rates by 19% and click-through rates by 65%. Again, think about it. If you send if you're doing email outreach, you could do cold outreach in a lot of ways, but if you decide to go the email route, just simply using the term video in your subject line is going to increase your odds of that content being seen and potentially reacted to. And then 84% of people say that they've been convinced to buy a product or service by watching a brand's video. So again, that's a powerful thing. That's more about traditional video, but it still plays in, and I think we all need to understand that video is powerful, but this is really the thing that I want you to embrace and hear and see is personalized video outreach can increase response rates by 400% compared to traditional outreach. Now, both of those, the first stat, the 75% are more likely to watch a video than read text, right? But from that, 84% of people are more convinced to talk to you or buy. But 400, but again, the most important thing I want you to keep in mind is that of those people, a huge percentage of them are going to react, are going to say, they're going to follow your call to action and make a decision. And that is critical. That's something you absolutely need to know. So, as you may know, or you may not know, there is a series of things that you need to do when you're going to be doing outreach. And those things are, I call them a step-by-step process. So I'm going to pull up my screen real quick, and I'm going to show you these. I'm also going to give you these things, but I'll talk about that, how you get this document in just a minute. But I want to just pull up my screen real quick and share these step-by-step processes with you. The first thing you need to do is define your target audience. Now that means that you need to know who you're outreaching to at a baseline. Now it could be, it could be coaches, it could be consultants, it could be, somebody who has weight loss issues. You just need to know who your person is, what their pain points are, specifically what their goals are, because this is going to help you tailor your message. You need to gather their contact information or decide where you're going to do your outreach. So this could be something like, hey, I'm going to use LinkedIn. I'm going to reach out to my person on LinkedIn, or I'm going to reach out to people on Facebook, or I'm going to find their email addresses and I'm going to send them an email. So it just depends on what your specific methodology is. All of those can work and have been proven to work. Then you need to use a script. And I'm going to talk about that just in a minute. And not only that, but I'm going to give you one, a very simple one that absolutely anyone can use. So you craft your message, you personalize your message. We're going to talk more about follow-up. In fact, I'm going to be doing some training later on follow-up. And then measuring your results and optimizing your strategy. Both of these are all of those last few from a follow-up and measuring and optimizing. Those can be done very easily on the front side of this process. But I really wanted to just key in on the steps so that you understand them. Really, if you focus in on, I would say 1 through 5 initially, you can always circle back, measuring your results. That's a fairly easy thing, because let's say, for example, you send out 10 messages, 10 outreach messages, and 2 follow the call to action. Okay, so wow, 20% conversions, right? So you know that 20% of people said yes to booking a call with you, or whatever it is that you want them to do. So that's a fairly easy measuring stick. Optimizing your strategy. One of the great things about optimization, especially to cold traffic, it's a great way to find out what your message is. Let's say, for example, you send out an email or an outreach message on LinkedIn, and you send 10 messages or 100 or however many you send, and nobody responds. Right? You're like, well, statistically speaking, that's should be impossible. Okay. So I just want to plant that seed right quick. So more than likely, it could be something as simple as shifting your message, making sure that you really are on track with what your message is saying, and it's resonating. It has to resonate with the person that you're doing the outreach to. So more than likely, it's either your message or you're outreaching to the wrong person. They don't really have the problem that you're trying to solve. Okay. So it's usually one or the other of those situations. But that's a simple fix. You go in, you test a new message, and you have ultimately a better outcome. So we've been doing this. We teach this in Authority Creator, and we have someone who she's doing cold outreach right now, doing fabulously well with it. But when she first got started, her message was off point a little bit. So she's like, okay, I'm going to just change this. We helped her, shift it a little bit. And now she's getting, booked calls. So it ended up being just a simple fix, a simple messaging fix. So next up, let's talk about the script real quick. That's going to be a core component. Once you decide who you're outreaching to, that avatar, that person, what do they look like? What are their problems? Can you really solve their problem? That kind of thing. You're going to want to use a script. Now, a script is designed to showcase that you have done your research, that you see them. Okay. This is super important. That you understand their problems, and that you tell them how you can help them. Okay. So I want to go back to this one real quick, because I think this is super powerful when it comes to making sure that people know that you've seen them. Please, for the love of all that's holy, or whatever, I don't even know, however you would say it. Please do your research. Do not do cold outreach to someone and say, I see you are blah, 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 and I would love to help you because I have a solution to this, when they do the exact same thing you do. So make sure you do your research, or that you message it correctly to the person that you're trying to help. I think the research piece is going to be super, super powerful. You can't just pull a bunch of people that are coaches and say, okay, or consultants, or whatever your avatar is. You need to look at them. The personalization of this is really what's key to success. If you can't spend enough time taking a peek at, what their social profiles look like, or their website, or whatever, then I would suggest that personalized video might not be your thing. I just get outreach all the time, and people flub this up. So they make generic copy and paste scripts, use generic copy and paste scripts, and they don't bother to edit them. They don't bother to look at my social profiles. They don't bother to see what I actually do. So I really want to stress this. This is super, super important in the outreach construct, making sure that you do see your person. You're not looking at them like they're a dollar sign. Keep in mind, this is about you helping someone. This is about you serving someone. This is about using the expertise that you have to make an impact on somebody else, whether it's their lifestyle or whether it's their business or, whether it's a physical product. It really doesn't matter what it is. It's about being in service versus being in service of a sale. Okay. So service can lead to a sale, and it should, but you shouldn't lead with the, oh, look, that person needs to buy my thing. It's like, can you really help them and make an offer to help them? That's the first thing. So again, you want to make sure your script shows that you've done your research. You want to make sure that you get their problem, that you understand their problem. And then you want to make sure that you truly understand their problem and that you have a solution to it. And then you tell them how that you have a solution to the problem that they have. Okay, so let's get into it. This is really the crux of the whole training today, is how to create personalized outreach videos. First, I am dropping this entire document that I have that I've created for this training inside of the Authority Creator free community. It's totally free. You can simply go to let's see, hang on, kimgarst.com/community. And you will be able to have access to not only this training if you're wanting to watch it on replay, but you'll get access to the script, you'll get tips and tricks, you'll get the step-by-step process, and then you'll also get the recording steps as well. So if you are interested in getting access to all this, like I say, simply go to kimgarst.com/community. Join the community if you're not already a member. Obviously, if you're a member, you already know that you have access to this stuff. And then the next thing you're going to need is a tool to record the next thing you're going to need is a tool to record the video. Now, I am going to recommend a specific tool, but I also want to say, just totally transparently, that there are so many video tools out there. The reason that I'm going to recommend StreamYard, and if you don't already have you may already have a StreamYard account. You may be thinking, well, that's just for live video, isn't it? It is a tool. It's a live video tool, but it is also used for pre-recording content. And I do use it because I've used it for years for live video. I love the tool. It's reliable. And that's why I wanted to share why I use this tool over other tools. Well, one, it gives you a high quality professional recording platform so that you have that opportunity. But there's other tools that do the same thing, right? It's easy for recording and editing. I could argue that maybe there's others that do the same, but I personally think the big feature that it allows you to do that makes it a game changer is the fact that it allows for some customization and easy customization. So if you are doing like 10 outreaches a day, for example, the ability to be able to create customized videos very quickly is going to be a powerful component for you. So I could create a video. In fact, I'm going to show you how I would do this. I'm going to use my script that I'm giving to you, and I'm going to show you what it would look like. So in this particular case, my person's name is Lindsey. I'm just going to quickly record this video so that you can see it. I'm going to say, hey, Lindsey, I'm Kim from Authority Creator. I'm making you this quick video because I see that you are the founder of Savvy Business Marketing. And as an expert in your field, I know how important it is to establish and maintain your online authority. I want to share how Authority Creator is helping individuals and companies just like yours solve this challenge. If you'd like to hear more about how Authority Creator can help you elevate your authority to create more impact, income, and freedom, then please book a meeting on my calendar or reply to this or reply to this email. Thank you so much. I'm looking forward to talking to you and excited to share how we can help. And it's that simple. Is that not pretty cool? It's a very simple script. It's a very simple process. And I would also, I forgot to do this as I was talking, but I would also put at the bottom, book a call to see how we can help with a link. So my personalization features are, hey, Lindsey. So like a lot of times when you're looking at this through the lens of personalization, I've used things like, piece of paper, and I might put, hey, Lindsey on it. How many pieces of paper do I have to go through? This way, all I have to do is change the name. I come in here, I'm very quickly, I change out the name, and I record that same video for Sue and Tom and, Sarah, whoever I'm doing the outreach to. I just quickly create this customization feature, and then voila, I am in business. So this is a very simple tool. It is a great way for you to be able to create that personalized look. You can download them. Like I say, it's a very, very simple process. Or you can simply, what I would suggest you do, simply send the link, share the link with them so that they can go right back and take a peek at the video, watch the video, that kind of thing. So it makes it such an easy process for you to record the video, share it out, and then watch and see what happens. You get to see all of your analytics in the back end so that you have a touch point, if they watched it. And that can be, again, a very powerful thing. So I hope this has been helpful. Essentially what we've done through the course of this training is to, one, really dig into why cold outreach is something that needs to happen in your business. If you're not doing it, I highly recommend that you absolutely start using the power of cold outreach. We've talked about the personalization feature. We've talked about, using a script. I've provided a script for you. Again, all you have to do is go to kimgarst.com/community. You'll need a tool. My tool of choice is StreamYard because it's just so easy to quickly create high quality, customized outreach videos. So if you have any questions, drop them in below and I'll make sure that we get back to you and answer any questions or concerns that you have moving forward.